I've got a money tree right here, so and a few plants, and I'll tell my students, lick your fingers so you have more connection to them, like an electrical connection. Hold one leaf in each hand, empty yourself, open your heart, and just introduce yourself to that being and say, hello, this is Paul. I've just come to say hello and say how grateful I am for your presence. And I might say, do you have anything you'd like to share with me today? Or I might say, do you have any energetic benefits that might help me heal my body? And they'll often say yes. And I say, could you show me what happens when you send your energy into me? And they might go right to my liver or to my joints. And so I've learned how to, heal with plants by just touching them or being with them and asking them for help and learning how they work inside of me. And I just empty myself, so my mind is just like a giant ear. And the same way you hear your own thoughts, if you're thinking like, I got to remember to do the laundry tonight, if you empty yourself after you ask a question, then the thoughts that come through your mind are actually the plant or the tree or the spirit speaking to you. And you'll know it's not you because, one, you wouldn't even know how to conjure up the answer they give oftentimes. And the answers usually, when you test them, you realize, oh, my God, this works. So, like I didn't even know that before. But for the skeptics, I want to point out that what we call junk DNA is actually the historical record of our entire evolution through the kingdom of nature. And inside the human being, you have the DNA, which is a cosmic antenna, to connect to any living thing on this planet. And your unconscious mind is one, the collective unconscious, which is right, the next layer below your personal unconscious is one with not only the planet, but it reaches out through the entire galaxy because you've got the solar unconscious, you've got the galactic unconscious, and the universal unconscious. So we are actually an expression of everything out there. We're one with it. It's just the ego and people's indoctrination that separates them from the truth that all real shaman know intuitively and inherently. So we have the tools not only in us, but people often say, well, how can a plant speak English to you? I say, well, the plant doesn't speak English. It speaks its own language. It goes through the DNA in my body, and then my unconscious converts it into the language that I speak. Yeah. And we have this ability to translate everything because these are beings, our actual family. They're not foreigners,
Absolutely.
And so those are just some of the things that I wanted to share because I really think at this time of the world, we've really got to get humans back in touch with nature before we completely destroy the environment.